here, you can see it's from like here, here, and here, glued the back of that cardstock onto here. And so it not only gives you more stability, but it allows that shape to maintain its shape. And it's just a little bit more of paper and some stamping I've done and some coloring. More stamping here. This is another CD sleeve with some lace edging that I did, sewed on there. Cut out that little bee. That was fun to cut out from the book. And then, of course, this is the a blue, kind of a blue-purple violet, I guess would be the best color. Violet orchid here. And I think that was one my husband allowed me to just take off of the plant because it was loaded. It was about to overload itself. So I don't take them without asking. And generally speaking, like I said, I wait till they fall off and then I grab them. Here, this is from a scrapbook packet that I had. And I just love the look of it, so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and include it. So this is not from the Edith Holden book. All the other butterflies, you see this one here, that one's from the booklet. And again, I've just snipped off the little antenna when I cut it out, and then just added the antenna later with the marker. A little bit of writing space. Here we have more writing space. This is a pocket that I created, again, using the fabric from the cover. Another butterfly called the brimstone butterfly. And again, I've added with marker the antenna here. And it looks so natural. You think, oh, it belongs there. When you use it, when you cut out paper, I sometimes think it doesn't look natural at all because you've got this little thin piece of paper, and if you can keep it from getting torn. So the pin trick works really well. Another fabric fall. And again, I've stitched it onto cardstock and then glued the cardstock down to the page. And then this is a botanical sample of some, is it moss that grows on a tree, one of our trees. And it was such a beautiful green, I thought, well, I had to have some of it. So it didn't even have to really dry it. Excuse me. And this is, oh goodness, I don't know what possessed me to cut this thing up. It's fussy cutting, so I had to cut in and around, and why it didn't break or tear, I do not know, but it was like, okay, I was halfway through and thought, I cannot believe I wanted to do this, but I did. So there it is. Ta-da! Here is a flower that I created. Part of this is from the cover fabric and some other additional fabric. Excuse me. And I've just used my ribbon and basically made a flower here. This is a pocket. I got this idea from Lorna Taylor from Taylor Made Journals, who has made the most beautiful Edith Holden lap book for me. And in the lap book, she used this, and I have since recreated it. You can make them as pockets underneath. I chose not to on this particular one, but it's a pocket this way. And then you still have the writing. And then here, of course, gives you more area to write on. And I just love the idea that you could slide it in and still see the design here. And I've just added some fabric ribbon here, the little flowers. More fussy cutting, more stamping. Fabric, a pre-made fabric flower that I've stained and then just put on with a bit of other fabric. Here is the bookmark, green velvet. And again, that came from a kit that Debbie Spencer at our last retreat. She wasn't able to come to the retreat herself, so she did a Zoom meeting for us. So sweet of her, and she had given us some beautiful packets of stuff. And here we have another pocket with my ribbon and some pre-made flowers. And this is just paper. And it was slightly torn. I thought, you know, I like using that. I think it's neat. And this is just a button, a real pretty button that looks like a leaf. I've left some of these little threads on there. You can cut those off if you want. I wasn't sure if you wanted to see those on there, Jane, or not, but feel free to cut them off if you want. Little cutouts. I was into fussy cutting, obviously, cutting all the little spiny things on that leaf. I had my moments. More stamping, more fussy cutting. This is the other piece that I was telling you about earlier, that it looks like it's been painted on the fabric. So beautiful. And again, it's just a fall. I thought it went well with the theme of the book. Mushroom, some stamping here, pocket, a little bit more stamping, and again the butterfly with its drawn in antenna. Mushrooms, fungi, whatever they want to call it. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Digital, not digital, die cut. Starts with a D, same thing, I'm sure. Some more stamping here and here. And then this, well, it's two things actually. It's a pocket behind, and these are bleeding hearts. I used to think that bleeding hearts and fuchsia were the same. They are not the same. My husband bought some tiny plants of the bleeding heart, and they have just grown massively. He's got a green thumb like you wouldn't believe. I kill things when I try and grow them. But I do help take care of stuff for him. I try to at any rate. But it's just been growing in leaps and bounds, and I just love the look of it. It's so delicate. And they're little heart shapes. And you can see the reverse. And it says, "To my dear friend Jane, happy journaling from Jan Fursdon." I thought that was really neat. And it's, like I said, it's a pocket here. Put him down in there. And then this is what I call my secret garden entrance. I got the idea from some other people who had used gate structures, pictures of gates and opening up gates and everything, and sort of made it my own. These are the little apparatus of Tim Holtz that you put these on the spine of a book, and then you hang tassels or whatever from there, from that little loop. Well, they also make excellent door knockers. And that's what they are. So we're going to open them up. And there you have, whoops, there you have the secret garden. And this is Primrose. This is from Pelham, Alabama. My husband and granddaughter had gone down to scuba dive. And, of course, I'm terrified of the water. And so while they were doing their thing, I was out on the side of the road picking primroses and not getting killed. So, worked out. They're so sweet. I love the look of them. They're so fragile looking. And I was surprised. I was hoping that they would keep their color, and they did. I was very pleased with that. And then I've just done fussy cutting of these flowers here. But again, that is the back page. And then we close up the secret garden. Ta-da! That goes in there somewhere. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this, Jane. I am just... I've seen your journal. I've looked at it at least half a dozen times since I got it in the mail, and it's just fabulous. I do have some things that I'm going to include that are a complete surprise. That's why I decided not to film them, but I do have some surprises I'm going to send you along with the book so that you still get a nice surprise in the mail, hopefully. I hope you like it. So from Jane and myself, hope you're having a lovely week, a blessed week. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.